Hey there, EP. How you doing, man? Beach ball. EP says, let's find some Wheaties, and here is CQ rant. Hey, Christina. We're gonna work some more on that box of pennies we had the other day. That's the one we found that sixpence in, the Fiji silver sixpence from 1942. Ah, shit. And I just dropped that. Perfect start to the stream. Hey, Kathy Keith. There it is. With the turtle. Hey, Monkey King, how you doing? Whammy! Yeah, that was sweet to find in the penny roll last week. So, see what we can find this week. Oh, I forgot to open my bot here. So give me a second. There we go. I'm getting it now. Sorry about the delay. But hey, we don't have anything but time, right? There we go. Should be going now. Exclamation point loot to get in the start stream. Delay? What delay? Hey, Jimmy Lucari. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I can't get my fingers to work right tonight. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Now we're on a roll. Those are stuck together. I'm not messing with them. Saw the breaking news today. They minted the last penny. Yep. Well, that's false information. They minted the last penny for circulation. They're saying that they're probably gonna still have pennies in like mint sets. Look for the 2025 Omega pennies. I've sold 19 rolls of 2025 pennies between yesterday and today. People are going crazy for them right now. That's why you use question marks. Yeah. They struck 5 special pennies with an Omega Privy. What? That's crazy. Hey, Nick Molnar. How you doing? 1998, check for the wide AM. Not the wide AM. Hey, Otis. That's funny, Christina. $20.23. You can look for the VDBV down here. The VDB, and then there'd be a space and a V. Have one of those days where I can't get rid of a headache. Oh man, those are horrible. Hang in there, Nick. $19.99. No wide AM there. Having trouble seeing stuff tonight. My good glasses are upstairs. I forgot to bring them down here. I don't want to go back up there right now. But we'll manage. We'll manage. Oh, dang, Nick. That's awesome. Congrats on all the Wheatie finds. Good glasses. Who wears bad glasses? I do. I was outside in a trench all day. We were putting the water line in, and I didn't want to wear my good glasses out there. Hold on, 1998. Nah, not the wide AM. So I had my backup old glasses on, and I forgot to change them out when I came in. Any tips on good dates to look for? 55 has the DDR and the date. That's one jumps out off the top of my head. I mean, obviously, you know, the 1909. That's VDB. Yeah, old prescriptions that are not as clear. There's a lot of There's a lot of dates that have supposedly some doubling and doubled mint marks and stuff, but I haven't really figured out which ones they are and started looking for them yet. So I'm not too helpful with that, Nick. But there are some key dates and stuff. Let's see if I have my mat with me. One second. It was pretty toasty, yeah, I'm sure. Let's see here. All right, let me zoom out here. So this mat was made by another viewer. But there's your key dates. You got your 09S, 09S VDB, 14D, 31S, and then what they're calling semi-key dates. 1910, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all San Francisco. The 24D, 26S. But then there are, he says other keys and varieties. But there's D over D's and S over D's and just different things like that. You did a screenshot? Good. So that'll help you out a little bit without having to dig into your books and stuff. If you need me to put it back up there again, just let me know. I'll put it back up. Hey, Maple Leaf. How you doing? John Chum, good to see you. Doug Harding, Ed Marsh. Hello, everybody. Let me resume those entries real quick here. We'll finish hunting this roll, and then we'll close the entries. Look for those double D's. I do have a few different bags of wheat cents I should probably go through someday and look for some of that stuff. There's 2000, not the white AM. And then I have some rolls of wheat cents that I'd bought. I don't remember where I bought them. I should probably crack those open sometime. 1992, we can check for the close AM. That's the wide AM though, so not what we want there. So one of these days, maybe I'll do a quick video going through one of the rolls of wheat cents I bought. You have a few OBW rolls? Well, these aren't OBW rolls. They're just probably nothing good in them. Probably just the standard wheats, but still want to go through them. Over half the box was U.S. coins. Nice. Oh, awesome. I hope your other box is half U.S. coins, too. Hey, Scott. Good evening. 2000. Not the white AM. Good morning. Where are you from? It's morning. It's that's an 83. It's 10:48 in the evening here. India. Well, welcome. Hello, Edgy Piano. You're from Egypt. Awesome. Getting people from all over the world. We have India, Egypt, Canada. Any other countries besides those three in the United States? Not the white AM. Do you have a coin from Empire Constantin? It's gold. Where can you sell? I'm not sure. I mean, do you know anybody that does auctions or anything like that? You could try and sell it at an auction. You're making your basement a country within a country. Love it. I mean, you could try and sell it on eBay or something like that. Um, Not sure though. Alrighty. Let me read through the names in the giveaway. Exclamation point loot if you haven't got in. Do you know anyone that'll buy my belly rolls? That's funny. All right. So we have Christina Buck-Owing, Jimmy Licari, Beach Ball, Monkey King Metals, E Pluribus Unum, Otis Cauldron, Doug Harding, Maple Leaf Numismatics, Ed Marsh, and Diane B. Hello, Diane B. 1405. It's exclamation point loot, Scott. Oh, thanks, EP. Yeah, I'm going to be opening up a CQ merchandise store soon. I just signed up for one last night. I have to start picking what I'm going to be selling in there and figure that out. So maybe by next week I'll have it up and running. Then you guys can buy some CQ merchandise. All right, Scott, you got in there. All right, let me close the entries, and we'll pick two names to get on the list. First name is Doug Harding. Mr. Doug Harding. And the next name on the list is Christina. Congratulations. You are on the list too. There we go. We will complete that entry, and start another one. Exclamation point loot will get you in the next giveaway, next chance for names on the list. Oh yeah, I wonder how expensive that gets. Designing plushies. What's the slot bounty tonight? Hello, Melissa. Renee and me, Dan B. Let's see here. Doug, why don't you pick the slot bounty for tonight? All right, the Eagles, Questies. All right, 3 Eagles. Thank you, Doug. Questies the bounty. $84, you can check for the doubled ear. Not seeing a doubled ear there. $19.94, you can check for the extra columns on the rear, on the reverse. Usually in one of those last 3 areas. I did not, but EP was telling me there's a privy on them. Oh, it's not on the Denver, just on the Philly. Thanks. $19.92, we can check for the close AM. That's a wide AM. Not what we want. 54 people watching and 20 likes. Thank you, everybody. $20.23, check for that VDB Extra V. right down there. It's not there. ASMR, are you just flipping coins? ASMR of you just flipping coins, yeah. They could probably do a clip of that section and repeat it and definitely make ASMR. Or I could do a longer recording. Where do you find pennies? Did you have some stashed back? So I did have some stashed away, but I do have a couple boxes that I recently got from the bank a couple weeks ago. But I haven't been able to make it to the bank past week or so, so I'm not sure if they have any available for me or not. I told them to let me know if people start bringing them in. They acted like they would sell them to me if people start bringing them in, but that's all right. Why do I put aside the Canadian pennies? I just do. I have a big pile of them. I do have to go through them and see if I have any additions to my Canadian penny book, but no reason in particular except for they don't make them anymore. Just like people are going to save our pennies because they're not going to be made anymore. Hey, Frank Barber. They did shred a lot of them, didn't they? Bunch of nice 82s. This whole roll 82s. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I'll reach out to you. Awesome, EP. Hello, Eric. That is a whole roll of 82s. Oh, thank you for all those jewels, EP. It's awesome. That one's a little off center. See how thin the rim is over here and how wide the rim is over there? It's a little bit off center. The reverse is normal, but the front is off center. We'll set that aside for now. No more pennies being minted. That's right. That's awesome, Nick. It's fun when you get stuff like that. Hey, John Argent. Joules. You want to know what joules are? 1 second here. Joules are just like a way to give gifts to the streamer. Yeah, also family jewels. Yep. Yeah, my fingers get just as dirty hunting nickels, Nick. What kind of microscope am I using? This is my phone. Um, I do most of my streaming on my phone. That's why I do verticals, because it's easier that way. But I just zoom in and out on my screen. That's all it is. But that's one reason I can't wear gloves. If I wear gloves, then I can't do my zooming in and out. That's why sometimes if I do wear gloves, need special tech gloves, yeah. If I do wear gloves, you'll see me have like a glove on one hand but not the other. That way I can still zoom in and out. No glove, no love. Hey, we got a Wheatie. First Wheatie for tonight, the fourth one in the box. That's a 1951. No mint mark, so that's out of Philadelphia. There we go. Sweet. Put that up there. Yeah, we heard that, Nathan. I thought someone said that they were putting 2 up for auction, but the other 3 were going in circulation. But I don't know the details. Gotta love the cat hair, right? That's one thing about customer wrapped rolls. You gotta put up with that kind of crap. But that's all right. I'm just glad to have coins to hunt. I'm sure that's what you meant, Jimmy. The other 3 are for personal mint employees and secretary of the treasurer. Well, that's a bunch of BS. Why do they get pennies worth thousands of dollars? Stupid. Hey, Mima Malaya. Hey, there you go, Nick Molnar. Got Canadian cent there. Let's see what year we are. 1959 from Canada. Nice. That's a zinc BS penny, only what someone is willing to pay. Yeah. There we go. That's all right, Nick. It was still a good guess. Hello, David Canham. You ordered an Omega Metal Punch, gonna make your own. Time for a bowl and some edibles. All right, let's see here. What'd Jimmy win? Slot bounty tonight is 3 questies. 3 eagles. That 82 was a Woody. Philadelphia Mint produced 232 of Omega stamped coins for the auction. 1 for each year the penny was produced, plus 3 for display at Treasury and other institutions. Oh. Hey, B. Walter. $2,000. That's not the wide AM. $235 gold pennies. That would be sweet. Alrighty, let me get up here and see who's in the giveaway. Exclamation point loot if you haven't got in. We have Enmarsh, Jimmy Lacari, Melissa, Scott Christensen, E Pluribus Unum, Doug Harding, Renee and me, Christina Buck Owing, Maple Leaf Numismatics, David Canham, Otis Cauldron, Eric, Diane B, John Argent, Mima Malaya, Monkey King Metals. Alrighty, so 16 people in there. Let's close those entries. And we'll add 2 names to the list here. We got John Argent, Mr. Argent, and the next one is Enmarsh. There we go. Congratulations to you guys for getting on the list. Let me complete that there, and we'll start another one. Hello, B Waller, Hardcore Copper. Hello. How you doing tonight? There we go. All things silver. Hello. If I miss anybody else coming in, I apologize. Trying to keep up with you guys. Hardcore Zinc has arrived. Right there. There's a Hardcore Zinc. Gotta love that. Maybe I should make that the giveaway. Anybody want that for the giveaway? That's a liquor. All right, I'll send it to you, Doug, and you can lick it and let me know how it is. Nice. Nice, B. Waller. Oh, jeez. That's just my iPhone, Scott. Nothing special. It's like 2 years old. Yeah, there's another Canadian cent. $19.68. Stream on a phone. Watch on a TV. Heck yeah. 1968. You did reverse the numbers. Mouthwash? Yeah. You could also say dental floss. What happened to my music? All right. Let me get some more rolls here. Ah, come on. Open up. I did stock up on some pennies. Not sure how long that'll last, but a little black rose. YouTube changed your tag. There's 83. Not seeing any DDR. I do set the 83s aside to weigh. It was Black Rose and it changed it to Melissa. Oh, okay. You don't like your name being out and about. All right. I get it, Black Rose. Hey, BH. $19.99, not the white AM. Hope you're doing well, BH. Oh, that's a nice 63. Look at that. That's really nice 63. Definitely set that aside. Let's get rid of that corroded one. $19.98. Not the white AM. Oh, is someone asking about that? Yeah, this was the under last week. And one of these penny rolls. Fiji sixpence, 1942, with a nice looking turtle on it. 90% silver. That was a sweet find. It was 400,000 minted in 1942 and 400,000 in 1943. All right, exclamation point loot. Go ahead and do loot checks. Make sure you're in there. After this roll, we'll pick 2 more names for towards the EOS giveaway. $99. Not the white AM. Hey, we got another Wheatie. Pretty worn, 1946. 1946 Wheatie. Wheatie number 5 from the box. Number 2 for the night. $19.99, not the white AM. 84. Not seeing a doubled ear. Another 84. Those doubled ears are like unicorns. Yes, they are. Another 83. Set that aside. 98. Not the white AM. 99. Not the white AM. Hey, another Canadian cent. We got 1867 to 1992. Alrighty, let me get my glasses. Thank you for the hearts. In the giveaway, we have Eric, Jimmy Lakari, and Marsh, Kathy, Keith, Christina Buck Owing, and let's see here. Black Rose, you're in there as the old name. Maple Leaf Numismatics, Doug Harding, E Pluribus Unum Coins, Renee and Me, Monkey King Metals, Mima Malaya, David Canham, Diane B, Hardcore Copper, BH Ringer, Scott Christensen, and B Waller 76. Yeah, you're in there, Maple Leaf. You're good. Hello, Isaiah Moses. Good to see ya. And the two names we're adding to the list here. Monkey King Metals is on the list. And the other name is Renee and Me. There we go. Complete that, and we will start another giveaway. Let me grab a couple more penny rolls here. If Doug's name gets pulled again, you have to replace it with yours, Hardcore. Oh, thank you, EP. Thank you for the gifts. Another corroded one. Okay, Preetha. I'll look at it after the stream or tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome, Preetha. $19.98, not the wide AM. I dropped one. I don't know where it went. That's all right. Hey, Bellows Forge. Good evening. 44 people watching, 40 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me resume those entries there. There we go. Katita sent me a latte for 600 joules. Thank you, Katita. I hope you and Bellows Forge are doing well tonight, Katita. Here's the bounty before you ask, says Doug. Feeling under the weather? That stinks. Hope you do feel better soon. Hey, Katita, I am going to be opening a merch shop soon for my channel. Hopefully in the next week or so. Next week or two. Got one picked out. I just haven't picked out what it's going to be. Like what items I'm selling yet. So be on the lookout for that. Hey, Shannon Smith. Good evening. All righty. Yeah, I have the 83 set aside, Eric. Not just for the DDRs, but you want to weigh your 83s also. Hey, all right. Another Wheatie. We got 1958 out of Denver. Right there. That's Wheatie number 6 out of the box. Third one tonight. There's an 83, no DDR. I'll set it aside for weighing. Whip out the 72 DDO. I don't know how well it'll show up on the phone. But I got $280 worth of half dollars from my bank a couple weeks ago. Maybe it's 260. I don't remember. But I didn't find any silver in it. But I was checking them for DDOs, and I found one. I didn't look at to see exactly which one it was, Shannon. But it's a 72 DDO. Let me see if I can we can see it on the scope here. 1 second. Let me zoom out. Come on. There we go. See if I can hold it still enough. You can see it in the E, T, R, U, and S there. I don't know if it's showing up for you guys or not, but it's definitely there. Hardcore says I's got one of them. Oh yeah, no, it was a $50. Yeah. I wish it was a 72 cent though. That'd be sweet to have. So, I don't usually get $50 from my bank, but they had customer wrapped rolls, and so I took and said I'd look at them. So there was no silver, but I did find that. So pretty cool. It was worth the hunt. Hello, Lyle. Sorry if I missed anybody else coming in. Hello, Shannon Smith. I think I said hello. $19.92. Check for that close AM. Oh, that's a wide AM. That's a nice 71 Denver. Pretty nice there. I'll put that aside in my box of nice coins. Nice pennies. Nice, Shannon. Hey, another Wheatie. Let's do a date guess. What date do we think that is? This will make Wheatie number 7 for the box, number 4 for tonight. Guess some dates. I'm gonna say it's a 54. We'll set it right here, and we'll check it shortly. We'll just leave it up here. EP says a 43. That would be a sweet 43 EP. All right, we got some pretty good guesses in here. Let me see here. Eric says 52. Shannon 44. Super Nick Molnar says 42. Hardcore Coppers 36. Dan B 57. Renee Me 33. Black Rose 56. Andy Hebner is 57. Hello, Andy. EP says 43. Doug Harding 42. Monkey King Metals 46. Katita 51. Maple Leaf 57. Lyle 52. Otis 47. Alrighty, let's see what we got. It's a 53 Denver. Nice. I'll take a 53 Denver. Did anybody guess 53? Just out of curiosity here. No one guessed a 53. One off, yep. So that's Wheatie 7 of the box. Wheatie number 4 for tonight. Go ahead and do loot checks. Make sure you're in the giveaway. We're going to pick 2 names here shortly. Alrighty. Zoom back out. Get over here. We'll read through the names on the list. We have Black Rose, Eric, BH Ringer, Christina Buckgoing, Kathy Keith, Hardcore Copper, Scott Christensen, Maple Leaf Numismatics, Ed Marsh, Doug Harding, David Canham, Renee and me, Gatita Oso, E Pluribus Unum, Shannon Smith, Dan B, Bellows Forge, Lyle Okamoto, Otis Caldrum, and Monkey King Metals. 20 people in the giveaway. We will close the entries and pick 2 names. Renee and me, you're on there again, back-to-back names. Look at that, 6 and 7. And the next name, BH Ringer. There you go. All right, 8 names on the list, 4 more to go. Let me complete that one, and we'll open up the next one. Katina, thank you for the happy poop. Basement feels so chilly tonight. Another Wheatie, 1946. Sweet. That makes 8 for the box. And number 5 tonight. Won't your mom let you turn on the heat? What's the temp near me? The outside temp is, let's see here. I think it's going to be in the upper 30s tonight, like 38. But it has been pretty cold. We had 4 inches of snow last week. That's gone though. Actually, it wasn't last week. It was beginning of this week. 1998. Oh, that's good, Nick. $2,000, not the wide AM. Another $2,000, still not the wide AM. Did the horses like the snow? They did okay with it. I don't know if they liked it or not, but there is a video on Facebook that my daughter made of the horses. We let them out yesterday, and the one horse just started rolling around, and the other horse was pretty active, running around and like jumping around. So that was a neat little video. And so she put it on Facebook yesterday, and I have it loaded up into YouTube on our Small Creek page, and that'll come out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time is when that video is released on the YouTube side of things. 66 in SoCal. Let me grab some more pennies. Nice bellows. Sounds like a good day. There we go. There's another older Canadian cent. Let's see what year we got. 1964 from Canada. Awesome. Another 83, not the DDR. We'll set it aside the way. No, Andy, they don't hold up very well. That's for sure. Lucky, Ohio is a high of like 60-ish and lows in the 30s. Nice. $19.92, not the close AM. Indica drink. 2023, that's just the VDB. Alrighty, let me minimize this here. See where we're at. Let's do one more roll here and then we'll pick names. Let's go ahead and do loot checks. Make sure you're in the giveaway. A short roll, and I don't know. I think it's all right. I can count it real quick. Nope, it's got 50 pennies exactly. Not a short roll. 1998, not the White AM. Nice 70S. I got it down here somewhere. Hold on one second. See where it went. There you go, Monkey King. Let you look at it. He says, large date. Oh, you're welcome, Monkey King. Yeah, it is nice to see them. Once in a while, we get them. All right, there's 10 more pennies in this roll, and then we'll pick 2 more names. Alrighty. Let me zoom back out here. 51 likes, 42 people watching. Thank you, everybody. Let me read through the names on the list here. And we'll pick two more towards the EOS. Okay, we have Eric, Otis Cauldron, Black Rose, David Canham, Lyle Okamoto, Shannon Smith, Maple Leaf Numismatics, BH Ringer, Bellows Forge, Katita Oso, Kathy Keith, Renee and me, E Pluribus Unum, Doug Harding, Diane B, Andy Hebner, Hardcore Copper, and N Marsh. And we will close those entries. We'll pick two names. Eric, there you go. For those of you that don't know how we do this, we put names on the list throughout the stream. And then at the end of the stream, I have a 12-sided die that I roll. Whatever number is face up is that person wins the EOS. And they have 48 hours from the end of stream to send me an email to claim. Tell me what you won, the date, and your YouTube name, and then your name and mailing address. And the next name on the list is Maple Leaf Numismatics. And there we go. All right, we will complete those, and we'll open up the last one for tonight. Let's see if I got any good foreign coins around the share tonight. Don't have as many tonight to share, but I do have a few that I can show. Got 1943 sixpence here from Australia. So that's pretty cool looking. Looks like a kangaroo there and an emu over here. King George. $43 Aussie, that's right. And then we have a 1918 Australian. $1. 1918. Yep. So those are two. And then I got one other one to show you. Let me find it here. I'm not sure why it's double flipped. Let me see. Yeah. It's in a cardboard flip and then it's in a plastic flip. So there we go. So this is 1920 from Italy. That's pretty cool. Love the lions. 50 centesimes, I think, is what it is. Yeah, those lions are cool. You're lying. All right, those are the foreign coins I had to share for tonight. Always fun. All righty. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. No one's won the slot bounty in a couple weeks here. All right, this one's going to be ripped open. It's pretty tight. You want to do a special album of monkey ear coins? There we go. Now they're coming out. What's that? Corroded? Oh, yeah. Definitely corroded. Nasty. What was behind it? Just a copper, I think. No, that wasn't the one. Anyways, back to the hunt here.
At Sierra, Steve discovered the best gifts at amazing prices for his whole family, which led to another discovery.
Let's see here. What am I doing? Okay.
You know, boxes are better for beginners.
Let me refresh that.
Maybe a bow. Okay. Discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices.
What are you doing with the Eagles, Katita? All right, resume the entries. There we go. And they thank Loon Raid. Thank you for the Loon Raid. Lone Life. 7 months and 200-hour mark. Nice. Thank you for the raid, guys. Guys and gals. Doug Hudding says copper for 6 months. Thank you, Doug and Monkey. Bellows says 7 months copper. Thank you, Bellows. $19.59 Denver. Exclamation point loot will get you in the giveaway. If it doesn't recognize your name, stick around and chat for a little bit, and the bot will recognize your name. Then you can enter the giveaway. Hello, Doug Cutler. Sorry if I miss anybody else coming in. Appreciate the raid. There's a 2009. Looks a little beat up. All right, I gotta grab some more rolls of pennies here. Just give me a second. All right, down to the last 6 rolls. I think we might finish this box tonight. Room raid. Thank you, Tim. Patriots are 9-2 for the year. Dang. Hello, Craig. Coin collector Grady, what's up? Is this all copper? I think it's a whole roll of copper. Look at that. Whole roll of copper in that one. Just found a few wheat cents tonight. Nothing real crazy. But we did find a silver 6-pence from Fiji in the same box last week. That was pretty sweet. All right, Nick, thanks for coming in tonight, buddy. Appreciate you. You have a good night. Yeah, I save all my copper. All right, thanks, Nick. That one's not copper, though. There's one zinc.
That Sierra, Steve discovered the best gifts at amazing prices for his whole family, which led to another discovery. Wrapping is the real sport.
Turn that 50 cents into $1.50, eh? Heck yeah.
Sierra, let's get moving.
Out here, fuel isn't always in the tank. Sometimes it's in the cup holder. This holiday season, get any size hot coffee and 2 hostess snacks for just $5. Highland Flying J. See you out here.
Yep. Only 2 zinc in that whole roll. All the rest is copper. Alrighty. Let's see what we got in the next one. Any older pennies kept in a Whitman blue folders tend to develop a slime on the pennies? That's strange. I haven't noticed that on mine. The most valuable tonight. Nothing real crazy valuable. I did find a couple older Canadian cents and some wheat cents. What do we find Canadian cent wise? We found 1867 to 1992. We found a 1964, a 68, and a 59 from Canada. But we did find this last week in the same box, Fiji sixpence, 1942, with a turtle on it. And it's 90% silver. It was an ender.
At Sierra, Steve discovered the best gifts at amazing prices for his whole family, which led to another discovery.
So I am going to open up a shop here on my YouTube channels, hopefully within the next week, maybe the next 2 weeks. So you guys keep an eye out for that. I'm in Ohio, Andy. Northeast Ohio. $19.99, not the wide I am. Can it add multiple different vendors? That's cool. Yeah, I know. I know it's contagious. I'm sorry. I had a busy day, tiring day, and I'm wearing down. So, apologize for the yawns. Almost done with the stream. gosh, gonna have to rip that one too. Must be some corroded ones in there. Corroded ones always make it tight. Yeah, I'm sipping on the Dr. Pepper. Dang, EP. Hey, there's another Canadian cent. $2002. So 1952 to 2002. '69 Denver. It's got the FG there, and it's not a floating roof. Hello, Glass. How you doing? Doing all right here. We got a few more rolls of pennies to search, and then we'll be done for the night. There's a 1976 from Canada. Nice. %66% do not know the price of the 2025 penny rolls. Dang. So I was selling penny rolls on Mercari. I was charging like basically about $6 a roll, and if someone ordered a bunch of several rolls, I would go down to like $5.50 or $5. And just out of the blue, I had a whole bunch of likes on my listings, and then people started sending me offers, and I was counter offering, not accepting them. And then other people would start. I had three different things going, and they all sold in 2 days. Actually a fourth one that sold. So then I looked around, and other people are selling them for $10 a piece on Mercari, plus shipping. And then I looked on eBay, and they're like $9.99 plus shipping, just for one roll. So I still made some decent money on them, but they're going for a lot higher price than what I was selling them for. But you gotta figure they stopped making them, so That's it. Shipping is kind of ridiculous. Yep. Yep. Just remember, you got shipping on top of those, whatever your auction ones are, too. Hey, there's another Wheatie. Another 1953 out of Denver. You got your roll at work for 50 cents. Yep. 1953 Denver. That makes 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 out of the box. And 6 of them tonight. Turning into a decent box for Wheaties. Need to get my music going again. There's no 83. No DDR, though. Oh, yeah, you should have bought the box. Nice, Christina. After I'm done with this roll, I'll get you something out, okay? All right, let me go find a baggie. Actually, I don't need a baggie. I think I got something else over here. Let's see here. All right, you'll like this, Christina. How about a 1 gram silver for your slot bounty? How's that sound? Or were you hoping for a coin? If you're hoping for a coin, I'll give you a coin instead. But 1 gram silver sound good? Send me an email to claim your slot bounty. Belcambi are fun. Yep. She should win a Questy. You'll take the silver. I know. I was teasing you. 11:13 is when the stream started, and it was a slot bounty. There we go. We're at 75 likes. All right. There you go. There's your slot bounty. Send me an email to claim. Okay, I should probably figure out what I'm going to do for the EOS. We're at 76 likes. Let's see here. Let me see what I got over here. Let's see what we got here. About a 1955 Roosevelt dime and a 1942 Philadelphia war nickel. We'll make those the EOS tonight. Alrighty, let's see here. Just getting stuff together. EOS 11:13 is when the stream started. All right, exclamation point loot. If you're not in the giveaway, you go ahead and do your loot checks. We got 2 more rolls to hunt here, and then we'll pick the last 2 names for the chance of for the EOS. If I can get the dang things open. $19.95. What was it, a whole roll of 95s? Nope. There's an 89. That's good. There's an 83. Come on, DDR. Of course not. Why would it be on a decent looking one? No doubled ear there. It was a nice 84. That's a nice 84 too. Another 83. Those are in excellent condition. Oh, sorry to hear that, buddy. All right, almost done with this roll. $19.99, not the White AM. Definitely been throwing a lot of these in my keep box just because of their condition. Alrighty, one roll left. You're a shiny coin hoarder? Yep. Hey, Lewis. For older zinc, they look like the new year. Yep. Yeah, they're customer rolls. $19.92. Not the close AM. Go from one roll of all copper to a couple rolls of all zinc. Okay, thank you, Christina. I'll look for it. Alrighty, let's see here. Getting close to the end. All right. Last little pinch here. Hey, Jenna Nesbitt. All righty. We'll read through the names that are in the giveaway to get on the list for the EOS. Let's see who we got. We have David Canham. 1 second here. Kathy Keith, Maple Leaf Numismatics, The Black Rose, B.H. Ringer, Bellows Forge, Renee and Me, Gatita Oso, N Marsh, Eric, Hardcore Copper, Monkey King Metals, E Pluribus Unum, Doug Harding, Shannon Smith, Diane B., Christina Buckgoing, Chu, Otis Cauldron, and Jenna Nesbitt. Alrighty, let me get up here and we will close the entries. There's 20 people in there. Then name number 11 is Doug Harding. Doug's on there twice tonight. And then the last but not least name on the list is Enmarsh. Enmarsh is on there too. So Enmarsh is twice, Doug Harding's twice, Renee and me's twice. There we go. We got Doug, Christina, John Argent, Enmarsh, Monkey King Metals, Renee and me, B.H. Ringer, Eric, Maple Leaf Numismatics, Doug Harding, and Enmarsh. Alrighty. So we got 12-sided die. Doesn't matter if it bumps into something, whatever number is face up when it's done is the person that wins. So good luck, everyone. And it has to be on screen. If it's not on screen, then I re-roll. Here we go. Oh, it's on screen. It's right here on the edge. It is a 7. 7 is Renee and me. There we go. So Renee and me, send me an email to claim. You got 48 hours from the end of the stream. Alrighty. So thank you, everybody. Sorry I wasn't as talkative tonight. I was running out of steam there. Sorry about the yawns. Hope you all have a good night and a good weekend and stay safe. And happy questing out there. And happy hunting. You all have a good weekend. Stop by EPs this weekend. And thank you again. You all have a good night.